I should have just made the other one longer if I knew I had to upload it on not on YouTube, because on Twitter they only give you you only can do a video 2 minutes and 19 seconds. So sometimes I have a little bit more to say. So this is to pick up from Night Flirt and why our rates, or why my rates may go up. Because if I keep it at $1 per minute, I'm not really making no money for myself. And I'm the type of professional phone actress where if I'm on the phone with you for 10 minutes at $3.99, $4. That means, $4 basically in a nutshell. That means that you and I should be able to get you off in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It all depends on your budget. So I also try to stay within some of your budget. So I don't have time to be trying to pull out questions from you. You called for a service, and my job is to give you that service, not to be bullshitting you around like some of the ladies will bullshit you around, and you never get a chance to get off whatsoever because they have 101 questions for you. I'm not here to interrogate you. I'm here to give you a fantasy and then to be done with it. Plain and simple. Now, if you desire to be on longer with me, that's because you know exactly how comfortable your budget is. You understand? But in order for me as a professional to be able to make the decent amount of money that I deserve from my experience, I have to bring my rates up. I have to. And if I lose the customers that's calling now, it's like, oh well, because it's not doing it in a inflated economy. It's just not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And by the time they take their administration fee out, is something. Now, I wish that I can cut out the middle person, but in order for me to get my own system, that's $600 all by itself, including the maintenance for the service. So, in order for me to be able to receive calls, we use Night Flirt platform because they monitor our calls, they calculate everything for us. Basically, they do our accounting work for us. This is our own line. This is not me working for a company per se on Night Flirt. This is me having my own business, my own phone line business. Okay? So, this is why I have to pay a fee in order to use their platform. The platform is very good. It's just the volume of customers or the volume of calls have to be equal to your rates, because you can bring your rates all the way down to $1, but if you're not getting the amount of customers to keep calling back to back, you know what I'm saying? Like a regular phone sex line, then you're not really making enough money on your platform. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, if my rates goes up, besides with the financial domination fantasy role play, 9 times out of 10, you're raising your rate because he's into being financial dom, and only those that's really into financial domination knows about that. That means that he gets off by you exercising your power to drain his account, basically. But as far as the other regular customers, it's like, it's not me being mean, nasty, or nothing. No, I also, as a businesswoman, I'm looking at my finance and I'm looking at, well, dang, you got it set at $1, but if you put it at $3 or $4, this allowed the customer to get off and it allows you to make a decent amount of pay. Okay? So let's just give you an example. Let me put my charger on my phone. Let's just give you an example. If we're on the phone for about 30 minutes, okay, and I have, even at $1 rate, I have you on the phone for 30 minutes, well, it's going to be $30. That's easy math. Well, by the time they take their administration fee out and the connection fee, in order for you and I to connect, well, administration fee out of $30, that could be anywhere from taking maybe 7 out of 30 or maybe 10 out of 30. And then the connection fee. So that brings that down to maybe about 20 something dollars, approximately, give or take. So you're looking at all of that, and you're looking at what type of pay. To have a business, you have a goal to make. So you're looking at, well, am I going to meet my goal? And then how can I bring more customers to call me back to back? It's the call volumes that I need. And then it's what you need is a professional phone actress to give you the service that you're needing, because you're calling for a reason. You're calling because there's a fantasy that majority of them don't really like to share with your significant other. Or there's secrets or fantasies that you probably won't share with your friends or your coworkers. So when you call over the phone, I don't know you. You see my picture, and I use my own picture for one thing, copyright. Some people tell me to put another picture of a white woman on there. Well, I used to do that when I started off in the phone sex industry. When I started off, I was that white woman behind the scene. She was taking credit for my voice and for my work. And I got burned by some companies being able to make money off of my voice and only paying me very small amount of money. And I got sick and tired of that as a black woman, and not giving the credit for where credit is due. You understand? And you get tired of being behind the scene, and for someone to be assuming that it is a white woman that they're talking to. Okay, of course I'm an actress. So on the phone, I'm going to act as if I am that white woman. You understand? But at the end of the day, I did so well that they wanted to use my characters on Backpage when Backpage was popular, but they didn't want to give me no bonus for her. They didn't want to give me nothing extra. So that means that you're going to use this character that I have. And her name was Tiffany, blonde, blue eyes, with long hair all the way to the tip of my ass. Okay? And she did very well. But I didn't do very well as far as my pay. So basically, I'm making money for all these damn people with my voice, and I'm not getting a decent pay out of it. You pay people well, and they'll work their ass off for you. I really believe in that as a businesswoman. If you pay people good, people will dedicate and be loyal to you to the fullest. But if you scam off people and if you scheme off them and want to pay them the most lowest in their experience, they're not going to give you your all in all. They're all in all. They're not. They're going to give you just enough to coast on by because there's nothing motivating them. Money motivates. I really do believe that money is a very motivation key factor. And then some of them would be very rude to you over the phone. This is earlier when I worked as a phone actress. Being rude, almost like, damn, you're not my damn pimp, really, at the end of the day. This is acting. This is acting. I'm not sitting up here rubbing on my pussy at all. I'm acting. I'm giving you this fantasy so you can get off. You understand me? You're calling to get entertained. It's called adult entertainment for a reason. So when a customer do call me, and there's been a couple of times I don't have people playing on the line, and I probably just wasn't there at times because you get tired of people playing on your damn phone and you trying to conduct business. You understand? But when my customers do call, my mind is thinking, okay, what's your fantasy and what are you into? Okay, then let's do it. Okay, I mean, like you have X amount of time to do a report so I can get to know you. I can get to know what kind of fantasy that you're in. Okay, now I got a clear understanding, I think. So let's go ahead and do the role play. All right. And you should be able to, at the end of that call, you should be able to have happy endings. That's how I feel about it. Now, there are some ladies that will bullshit you around on the phone and your money, and you still didn't get off. You still did not get the fantasy at all. You just got interrogated with 1,001 questions. I don't have time to be asking you 1,001 questions because my mind go blank. So therefore, it's like, okay, let's get into the role playing because it's more funner to get into the role playing of the matter. Now, when you're calling me, you cannot expect no fantasy role play to take place within the 3 free minutes. It's not going to happen. Nobody is going to give you a fantasy within 3 minutes. Not a professional. A professional is going to take it from the beginning and it's going to try to give you a descriptive kind of fantasy to take you in there with her. And then hopefully you're stroking on your dick. And then by the end of the phone call, you should be happy, relaxed, and satisfied. That's how I see it. Understand? And I put my real picture out there. I put the category that I'm listed under there, which is BBW or Women Home Alone BBW or Ebony BBW. So therefore, you already know that this is BBW category. So why would you, as a man that is not into BBW, click over to the BBW women's side and call us and not be into us? No, I put myself under the category that I am. So that's showing integrity. Just in case you don't see it, it's showing I'm a woman of integrity. I'm showing that this is real me because a lot of men's complaint that these are not these women's pictures. No, this is my picture. Whatever you see of me on there, it's my picture. And that's the real me. Now my characters, I go into different characters. And you're supposed to promote yourself. So whatever you see me writing on Twitter, and I'm in that zone, I'm in that self-promoting, or I'm in that character because I'm trying to draw the customer that's into a dom. I'm trying to draw the customer that is into cock coding, like to be cockhold. So I'm going to write certain things on my Twitter so that that particular customer can be drawn onto me, if you will. If he's into big booty and ass booty, my promotion is going to talk about it. Because you have to self-promote. Because Night Flirt don't promote you per se. You have to get your own customers. You have to draw in your own customer, so you have to self-promote. So if I'm talking about small dicks, that's because men that's into small penis humiliation. They like to be humiliated about their small dicks. So if I'm writing this on Twitter, that's me promoting myself. It's not me as far as you thinking that this is my everyday life. It's not. The picture is me, and the characters that I go into, I role play. That's why I put it up under role play. I like to act over the phone. I'm not I'm not an escort. So if somebody else is using their platform or their business platform for escorting, that's their problem. That's them. That's not me as an individual. I'm up under phone sex or phone actress, and this is me. I'm not looking for real time, not looking to meet up with you. I'm looking to make sure that I do proper phone acting over the phone with you. Because some guys, some guys don't like videos. Some guys do. Some guys want to see you, or they want you to see them. I don't mind it, but it's a lot of headache the way how you have to connect to Skype, or you have to connect to some form of a video platform. It'll be different like if it was already on the platform, but it's not on the platform. So I have to download Skype. Then while you're on the phone, so we're doing phone and Skype is and video, and sometimes Skype acts stupid on you when you're trying to do proper connection. So it's not like that it's already embedded in the Night Flirt platform. So all you would have to do is just click, and then you and your customer is automatically connected, and Night Flirt is registering, all of the video, if you will, connections. But it's not. You have to be on the phone with the customer. Then you have to pray that your Night Flirt connection don't give out on you. I mean, your Skype connection don't give out on you. So when some of the guys, when they want a video chat with me, sometimes it could be a headache. Sometimes I don't mind if it doesn't work and refunding your money back to you. What I do is I contact Night Flirt and I let them know that I was supposed to do a video chat with a customer and it didn't work. The Skype wasn't working. So please refund this particular customer money back to them. So I'm not one of these women that's looking to scam you. I'm not one of these women that'll take the money and run. That's not good business practice. And that customer may really was a good customer. So why would I want to lose somebody that that constantly call my line? You know what I'm saying? So I find the video chatting, it's a headache. I remember one customer, we was going to do a video chat, and all of a sudden, the dang Wi-Fi got to acting up on me. It was almost like right after he called, it was like, oh my gosh, my Skype is not working. So I had to end up contacting Knifler, which is good. They're good at refunding, so they will get to give the customer their money back. You just have to wait maybe like 3 to 5 business days. That's with anything that comes off of your credit card and you're getting a refund. That's like 3 to 5 business days. So I really don't do the whole video chatting because the internet connection is either bad and it's like you're not really getting quality. So therefore I stick with the phones. I like the phone. I don't like meeting up with different guys. I'm not trying to have you touch me, and I'm not trying to touch you. So I'm not an escort. That's a whole different ball game from phone work. You understand? So over the phone, I'm your mistress, I'm your dom. I will dominate your ass. I will tell you to have all of your toys ready, because if you're going to do a fantasy, you want to make the fantasy, and it's over the phone. It's not real life, real time. So if you're going to do a fantasy, I always tell my customers, have toys available at your side. Have something available. If you're into spanking and you want me to spank you in your fantasy, well, why don't you have a hairbrush? Why don't you have something that you can use on yourself as if I was there with you in the physical form? Why don't you have something there where I will give you instruction to spank your ass 20 times? And I want to hear it. And I want you to count. And I want you to count it nice and slow for me. You understand? If you're into your, I need the anal thing. Well, do you have toys? Do you have plugs? Make your fantasy as real as possible. You understand? Then someone just on the phone with you, and what are you doing? I mean, go through the motion as if I'm really there. Have your bags of toys ready. Is there something wrong with that? No. If you like torture of your penis, then I don't go to the extreme on that. But if you like a little why don't you have Bengay at your side? Why don't you have alcohol? I tell you, put alcohol on it, because it needs to be punished. So you need alcohol. Put some Bengay on it. Rub it all over it. Let it burn. You understand? And that's only for those that is into that. You feel me? Now, I can't do the whole thing of stepping on you because apparently I'm not physically there. But you have an imagination as if I was there. But I like to make it as close to me being there. It's a virtual kind of deal going on. So it's like you want me to be as real as possible, as if I was there in the room with you. And that's the type of fantasy that I try to create. But don't expect a fantasy, especially with me, because I really get into it. Don't expect a fantasy to come out within 1 minute, 2, 3 minutes, because I see that as somebody playing on the phone, somebody using up their 3 free minutes, because Night Flirt platform give you three free minutes. So you're trying to use that up. Don't call a phone sex line if you ain't got the money. For real though, it's like you're trying to get this 3 minutes, and you're trying to get it done within 3 minutes, and it's like you're not getting nothing out of it. And I sure definitely didn't get paid. If it's at $1 and you're only only on the phone with me for 3 minutes, you used up the 3 minutes and I didn't get nothing up out of it. So that's not no motivation whatsoever. And it's not fun. It's like entertainment. It's supposed to be entertainment. And it's supposed to be where we're having fun. And I don't mind doing different fetishes as long as it's within the night flirt guideline. We're not talking about kids, dogs, cat, beasts, and blood and all the dead people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you call my night flirt line, you have to explain to me what type of fantasy you really are in. I am fully aware that there are some guys still don't feel comfortable about it, so they give me a hint. I'm looking for a strong black woman. In other words, that what they're saying is that they're looking for a black woman that is into domination, to dominate them. In what way? I either have to pull it up out of them, or they'll tell me themselves that they have been into it for X amount of years, or they have been trained in this area. And so they're looking for a dom to dominate them as a cuckold, or whatever kind of kinks and little freaky deaky things that they're into. So I don't mind it. There are some black women that feel uncomfortable about being on the phone. I don't even know why they're doing phone sex if you're not going to feel comfortable about talking about sex, because eventually adults end up talking about what? Sex. So that's why I'm here. I'm very liberal when it comes to sex, because we're grown as adults and we have a right to talk about sex. We're not children. So therefore, you can talk to me about what? Sex. Because it's not evil. You understand? To me, I don't do no age play. And the only race play that I do is for the white boys to be my little slave bitch. We already done did the black woman being a slave. No, we gonna do the white boy over the phone being my slave bitch. And I'm being the black supremacist. Okay? That's how we play that role. But as far as you seeing your black woman being a slave for you, that ain't happening. And I don't do no submissive whatsoever. That's not my personality. I can only flow where my personality is at. You feel me? Now, I can go into a romantic role with you. I have this one guy, he's so cute. And I have been having some really good guys, though. Really, over the phone. They're cute. I mean, I had several of them where the one guy, he's very romantic. And I normally get long calls with him. And he loves mink. He loves the mink. And he's very sensual and very, very, you could tell that romantic type of guy. So I just flow wherever he flows. That's how 9 times out of 10, I'm going to flow wherever you flowing. And I'm just going to pick up. It's like when you're singing and you're flowing, however the lead person is leading, I'm going to flow. Unless we flowing in the wrong direction of what we can talk about and what we can't talk about. But if you're flowing on a romantic tip, I'm going to flow with you. You understand? So, and then I have this one guy. He's funny. I don't know what happened to him, but he's funny. He like the big sumo wrestler. So, he like for you to be a big girl. And he's this tiny little white guy, and you're smothering him. So you got to smother him with your big booty and wrestle him in the ring. And it's fun. And see, I like to have fun. It's entertainment. You feel me? And we both have fun. And he tells me that I'm one of his favorite on Night Flirt. A couple of them told me I'm one of their favorites. So that's good. It makes me feel good that I'm entertaining. And then I have one, I don't know. He's cute, but I have to make sure that he don't kill himself. This plastic bag man, you know, bruh. Just don't kill yourself while we trying to have fun together. Don't do it. Don't do it. But it's amazing of the certain requests that you get, and if, like I said, if it's within the night flirt guideline, we're not allowed to talk about minors, and I don't go there. I don't go to no age play, no child play, none of that. I don't do that. I don't advocate it. I don't believe in it. That's just not my personality. If I can't see myself doing it in my mind, because your fantasy is where in your mind, and if I can't see myself doing it, I'm not going to do it. No dead people, no blood. I don't want to see blood and sex. I don't want to see dead people and sex. I don't want to see a child and sex. I don't want to see none of that in my mind. You feel me? Now, if you want to do some outrageous, oh, I had an out of body experience. Well, what is your out of body experience? I had a dream that a UFO sexy lady came and we could go there. We could do something fun like that. You know, there's majority of time your kink and your fetishes for me is not too much for me. You know, long as we're within the guideline and you have a creative imagination, I'm going to try to flow with you. So we both are being lifted up by UFOs. So anyway, I wanted to put this message out there because I do have customers. I have customers that's been with me ever since 2010. And I'm surprised. I mean, it's like if they keep coming back, you know, I appreciate them, and I try to after a call, I try to send them a thank you for your call, thank you for the add to your favorite, you know, on Night Flirt, because I appreciate my customers, and also Black Samurai. I also appreciate him. He got the wildest story, but I appreciate him too. So all my customers that be calling, I appreciate them because I'm going to tell you guys a brief story, then I'm done. There was moments where I was laid off or just didn't have a job. And sometimes those calls would come in just in time. And those customers, those horny men that everyone talks about, those calls came in handy at a time when I really needed the money and I needed to get my finance up, and no regular jobs was calling me. You feel me? And my line got the ringing. For some reason, it got the ringing off the hook, which I love to see, because it's like when you look at the Night Flirt line, for there to be some beautiful women on there, how come you're not seeing those phone lines? Like, you would think that you're seeing them like ring. If they don't hit me up, then you would think that they're ringing up another woman like back to back. Bring, bring, bring. Like that little phone thing should be shaking all the time. Or busy on a call, busy on a call. So I was like, why don't we see too much of it? I don't know about that area. But it's like I want my phone line to be ringing. I don't care if I just got off of a phone, then I want to be on another one pretty soon. You feel me? I want to at least have about 5 to 7 calls a day, you know, at least as far as my goal, my business goes, to be lifted up. You feel me? And bring in more call volumes, because that's what's important. Even if I had my rates at $199, which is the going average on Night Flirt, if you look at it, between $199 to $2, you feel me, with the Night Flirt customer. So it's like, yeah, you gotta stay within, or you ain't gonna get no calls, because they just figure that that's a high price. So So That's it. It's your call volume and how long a person should be able to have enough in their account to stay on the phone with you for a minimum of 10 minutes. That means that if you tell me I'm on a budget and I only have X amount of time from the beginning of the call, then I'm going to go ahead and go into the fantasy. You feel me? Because you're trying to budget. He's trying to still play. After he get down with me, he don't stroke and don't pop the willy. So therefore, I think I want to try another girl, and he has enough money in his account to call somebody else and play around with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you look at your account and how much money that you have in your account, and then you call me according to your budget. You feel me? Like some of the guys, their account and their wallets is wide, cause we can. Man, this one time I was on the phone with a customer for 4 hours. Unbelievable, unbelievable. I had a good paycheck. You understand? It's like a $800 paycheck by the time I was done with the calls, including the other calls that I got in. $800. Shocking. So that's why it's like I'm still doing my night flirt. Even when it's slow, you have your slow moments, and then that's why I go work for other people, because I'm in my slow business mode. You feel me? So that's pretty much about it that I wanted to say. I'm your fantasy girl. I'm your fantasy wife for a moment. You want me to be your over the phone wife. You want that dominates your ass and cockhold your ass and have all type of men surround your ass because you ain't got enough dick to please me. So therefore, I'm going out to go find my dick, and there's nothing that you can do about it. The only thing that you are only good for is cleaning up after my lovers that I bring in on you. That's it. You're not good for anything else. Look at your dick. I should have divorced you a long time ago, just to know that on my honeymoon, I thought that I was going to get dick laid, and this is what you give me. You understand? So a cockhole wife got to go out and go get some. She got to go find somebody to please her, because apparently you don't have enough, but I only stay with you because your wallet is very wide and it's very deep. But besides that, I just take your little fucking money and I go ahead and spend it on my lover. I take him to the mall and everything. Yeah, I do, with your money. I let him drive your extra, that nice little sports car that you keep in the garage and you think nobody touch it. Well, I let him drive your sports car. I do. I do. I do. You're like this small dick guy that has a Napoleon complex. Yeah, you do. And you went out and bought this little sporty car in order to attract women. Yeah, you got muscles and everything, but little, and I do mean little, do they know that you're very small down there. You're very small. You're just some guy that's trying to flaunt in a sporty car. So why not give the car over? Let my lovers drive your fucking damn Ferrari. They're the one with the real dick. They're the one that deserve to drive your sporty cars. They are the one that deserve for me to splurge on them. I take my lovers and your credit cards, your Visa, your MasterCard, your American Express, Discovery, Platinum, and the Gold kind, and we go to the mall and we just have a ball at the mall. We have such a good time. I buy yes. I like for him to wear suits when we go out to dinner. I like for him to have throwbacks, so I buy him a couple of throwback outfits tennis shoes, dress shoes, some cologne with your money. That's what it's there for me to use you, basically, and for you to make sure that you go to work so that your banking account can always stay full for my lovers. Okay? Exactly. And okay, guys, I'm finishing up my video for Night Flirt. So if you want to call me, you just call me on my line. It's on my Twitter. I don't really do it on my Facebook because my family is on my Facebook page. Even though I tell them that I'm a phone actress, but some of them is really into God. So, anyway, yep, I'm that seed. I'm that one, you know. So, anyway, um, until then, hopefully I can hear back from you guys, some new customers. But I really, again, you got to tell me what you're into, bruh. I'm not a mind reader. I'm not a psychic. They do have some psychic on Night Flirt line on their platform, but I'm not a psychic, honey. You're going to have to open your mouth and tell me, because a closed mouth do not get fed. Peace out.